So I was discussing how to find the potential difference between any 2 points in the electrical circuit. This will give you idea how to find the potential difference between any 2 points. How to find potential difference between any 2 points of an electric circuit. This is our task here, to discuss the how to find potential difference between any 2 points in the circuit. I will give you idea, you will be able to find the potential difference between any 2 points of the circuit. Here you see the voltage given is 10 volt is here, 6 voltage is here, 20 volt is here. So I am going to apply a general rule ki how to find the potential difference between any 2 points. Here my task is to find the potential difference between A and D. So let us start. So this is here 10 volts. So 10 positive terminals gives current. Suppose I1 current is flowing here. This I1 current will come in 2 ohm, in 3 ohm, and then also come here. Then someone will think that here it is 2 path, current has to go here and here. So you remember that current in this side it will go only when it has return path. But if you think the current will go here, so how it will return again? It will never return. So in this branch the value of current I will be 0. No current will flow here, although there is a voltage, but current will not flow because there is no return path. There is a no return path. Keep it in mind that there is a no return path. Here, no return path. No return path. So current will be 0. In this path, current will not flow. So this I1 current come here, go in 3 ohm, and then I1 will again come to the point. Means a starting current coming is I1, so it's again returning I1 also. So I1 is coming here, so positive terminal will be here, negative will be here. In the like way, positive will be here, negative will be here. So for this closed path, our assumption related to current is completed. Now you come for this. So again positive is here, so current will flow from here. Let it be I2. I2 will come here. So positive will be here, negative will be here, positive will be here, negative will be here. Again I2 will come here. Now I2, none of the part of the I2 will go here, because for this I2 also there is no any return path, so current will not go here. So I2 will come here, and whatever current coming from positive terminal, the same current is entry to the negative terminal. So we have completed the current distribution for this closed path and also for this closed path. So for this closed path, you can very simply say that I1 equal to how much? I1 current means this current goes to 2 and 3 will be in series, and 10 volt is voltage source. So 10 divided by 5 as per Ohm's law equal to 2 ampere. Similarly, you can find I2. I2 is in this loop, in this closed path. So I2 will be this 2 ohm and 3 ohm again in series. Voltage source is 20 divided by resistance is 5, so it will be 4 ampere. So now current in both the closed path is known. Now we have to find voltage between A and D. You keep in mind again that there is a voltage source, but current is not flowing in this branch because of no return path. Now I am giving you one very simple idea how can you find the potential difference between any 2 points of any complicated network? You can find very easily. So let us draw this point. Suppose A to B you have to write. I am going to draw A, this resistance, then this voltage source, and this point D. Your point A is here and D point is here. It is 2 ohm, it is 3 ohm, this is 6 volt, this is B, this is C, and this is D. So we have to find the voltage at the point, voltage between the point A and D. Here current value we have already calculated. What is the value of current? In this element current is flowing 2 ampere. Positive is here, negative is here. Same current is flowing in this element. Positive will be here, negative will be here. So 2 ampere is flowing in 2 ohm. 2 ampere is also flowing in 3 ohm. Now this current goes back here. So I just removed it because I do not want to calculate the voltage. We do not need this element. So I have removed it to understand clearly. Now C to D I have drawn. You can choose any path. Suppose someone says that okay, I am going this path from A, B, C, D. So you can choose this path. Otherwise you can also go this path. A, then come here this point, then C, then D. Potential will be same because potential is point dependent, not path dependent. You have studied this thing in your class 11 and 12 also. Potential is point end points dependent, not path dependent. A, B, C, D, potential will remain same. Or if you go from A, here, here and again here, both I will give you, the result will be same. So for this point, what you do, just consider that a fictitious voltage source. Just I am going to draw a fictitious voltage source. We have to find the voltage between A to D. So you have draw A point as higher potential and B point at lower potential. So fictitious means it does not exist. Fictitious means it does not exist. And let this potential be Vx. Vx is the potential, VAD equal to Vx. A to D we have to find. So place A terminal at higher potential and D terminal at lower potential. Now this, you see, this is your closed path. You can go from A, B, C, D, A. This is your closed path. Or you can also go A, D, C, B, A. This is again a closed path. So now you have to apply Kirchhoff voltage law for this closed path. Now you can write K, V, L for closed path. You can take any path. I am taking A, B, C, D, A. This is one closed path. So what is the KVL? KVL states that sum of the voltages in any closed path is 0. So let us apply this rule. How you can apply this rule? Let us apply this rule. So from A to B, you see from A to B, your entry point is positive. So write it positive. The voltage is current multiplied by the resistance because your entry point is positive. So positive is taken. Now again you are going positive to negative. Your entry point is positive. So write it positive. 2 multiplied by 3. Now you are coming here C to D. Your entry point is negative. So you should write it negative 6 volt. Voltage is given. So just you write 6 volt. Now D to A you are coming. So your entry point is negative. So you have to write minus Vx equal to 0. So after solving this, you will get the value of Vx equal to 6 and 6. This will cancel out. So you will get 4 volt. So any direction, so any complicated circuit, whatever may be, this is a very simple way that how can you find the potential difference between any two end of a circuit. So you should just put a fixed TCS voltage. If it is A to B, you keep A at higher potential. If it is D to A, then keep D at higher potential, means positive terminal, another will be negative terminal. You can also verify the same thing if you choose another path, because I told you potential is point dependent, not path dependent. So let us see how you will find and verify the result is same if you are choosing the another path. Suppose you are choosing another path like this. Suppose if you are going from A, this is your 10 volt, this point, this is negative, this is positive, and this is your point A. Slightly I go a upside. This is your A. This point is 10 volt. Let it be P. Let it here it is D. So you have to find the voltage between A and D. So I told you to put a fictitious voltage source like this. Okay. So you can follow any path. You can travel this side. So this is your higher potential. Let it be Vx. So you have to write Kirchhoff voltage law, because all voltages are known here. So you just have to write here the potential rule, KVL. So apply here KVL. What you will get? KVL gives us, suppose I start here, I am going this side. So entry point is positive. So I write here positive. So again I am coming here, entry point is positive, its value is 6 volt. So you write 6 positive. You are coming here, then going from entry point is negative. So you write here minus 10 equal to 0. You solve this, again you will get this is also 4 volt. So any path you follow, the voltage remains the same. Here also 4 volt, here you also got the 4 volt. This is very interesting thing, how to find the potential at any point in between the electrical circuit. Any path you can choose. So for that, what I have done, this is a very interesting rule to find the potential difference between any 2 points. So what I have done, I have just find out the current, and based on the current, polarity of the resistance must be mentioned. Why polarity is needed? Because polarity gives us how to find the voltage. Positive and negative sign will decide you. Your entry point is positive, so write positive voltage here. Your entry point is positive, write positive voltage, and voltage is current multiplied by resistance. Here no current was flowing because of there is a no return path, but it is a voltage. When you calculate the potential difference between A and D, this voltage must be included. Its role will be there. You cannot remove it because voltage is there but current is not there. One example you can also see in your house, like there is a socket. Suppose here 3 holes are there. Plug. Once you are putting here, voltage is there. Voltage is there, but current is not there. Once you connect a load, means electrical load you are connecting by electrical load, then current will start to flow. Here go. But if this load is not there, electrical load is not there, so current will not be there. Voltage is there but current will not be there. So by doing this exercise, you will be able to find any current by using Kirchhoff current law, Kirchhoff voltage law, and Ohm's law. Any current in any currents in any branch of the circuit, or voltage in between any point of the electrical circuit. So next I will discuss some more problem based on your Kirchhoff current law and Kirchhoff voltage law.